Hey guys, Paul with Experity here. Today we're going to talk about shoulders. Shoulders are a really intricate joint involved in every upper body exercise we do. Unfortunately, they're also very susceptible to injury. Today we're going to talk about how to build some nice, resilient shoulders and stay injury free. Every time we move our arms, our shoulders are going to be involved somehow. Because of that, a little bit of maintenance can go a long way for our shoulders. There's three key areas we want to focus on to maintain our shoulders. The first is the actual ball and socket shoulder joint itself, which is right up here. This is where the shoulder meets the body. The other two areas of focus are, go ahead and turn around for me, Ange. We want to pay attention to how well the shoulder blades move as the arms move through space. We also want to pay attention to the mobility and how well this upper back moves as the arms move through space. Now we're going to break it down and we'll show you a couple of specific exercises for each of those three key areas. So we're going to start out talking about the shoulder blades. So the shoulder blades move in four directions. They move closer together, further apart, they move up, and they move down. This first drill, Ange is going to practice moving her shoulder blades closer together and further apart. Now, just like in the ab video or the core video, she's going to start out stabilizing her lower back against gravity. So she's got a nice neutral spine here. From here, she's going to start pulling her shoulder blades together and pushing them apart. And being able to do this, move your shoulder blades along your rib cage while keeping a nice stable core, is going to really save your shoulders in any sort of horizontal movement pattern like a push-up, a bench press, or any type of rowing activity. You've really got to be able to move your shoulder blades closer together and further apart. All right, so we already talked about how the shoulders need to be able to move in towards each other and away from each other. Now we're going to talk about how the shoulder blades need to move up and down. So Angie's going to start here, lock her core into place. And now she's just simply going to slide her arms up the wall. And as she does so, you can see the shoulder blades slide up along her rib cage. As she brings them back down, the shoulder blades come back down to their neutral resting place. Go ahead and show them a couple more, Ange. Being able to move your shoulder blades this way is really imperative for any sort of overhead movement you do, whether you're doing chin-ups, whether you're doing military presses, or you're trying to get your suitcase into the overhead storage on the plane. You want to make sure your shoulder blades are moving along with your shoulder joints. So now that we've covered the importance of our shoulder blades being able to move as we exercise, we next want to talk about posture. So what does posture have to do with our shoulder blades? Well, a lot of people, as they sit at desks and so forth, start to round forward a little bit. And as we lose that position of our spine, it restricts the movement of our shoulder blades, so they can't move as well as we move our arms through space. This is going to set us up for injury down the road. So now we're just going to show you a couple of quick stretches you can do to get your spine in the proper position for exercise. All right, so what are some things we can do to get our spine into that optimal position? The first you can do on a wall or a counter or anything that's about between stomach and shoulder height. So what Angie's going to do is put her hands up on the counter here, and she's basically just going to sit her butt back. Her feet are going to be more or less right in front of her hips, right under them if possible, and she's just going to drop her chest towards the floor. So she's not going to aggressively stretch here, she's just going to take some deep breaths and let it relax. And what this is doing is helping to open up the front of her chest and get this portion of her spine to extend, which is basically the reverse of that desk posture. Just hang out here for 45 seconds to a minute and take some deep breaths. So the other stretch we're going to do for our T-spine here is called the lumbar locked T-spine rotation. That's a lot of words. But here's what it is. You're going to sit on your knees and sit your butt all the way back to your heels. What this does is make sure that this lower part of the spine doesn't move. Now you're going to take one hand, put it behind your head, and you're going to rotate and try and get this shoulder all the way until there's a straight line right on top of that other shoulder. So all that rotation is coming right through here. Come back down and do it again. And for these, you're looking for sets of probably between 5 and 10 reps per side. You'll really feel the muscles on your back working to help open your spine up. So the final piece of the puzzle is the ball and socket joint in the shoulder itself. And all we really want to do here is move that joint around through a full range of motion as much as possible. So we're going to show you a couple stretches here that are going to help loosen everything up in your shoulders and get you ready for action. All right, so this first one is gonna get your shoulder kind of twisting side to side in its socket. And this is a fan favorite because, well, you'll see why. It's called the Egyptian. So Angie's gonna start, she's gonna go both hands out at her sides, and she's gonna act like she's holding a bowl upside down. And what she's gonna do is turn to one side and turn those bowls up. So she's twisting those shoulders around in her joint, and she's gonna spin around to the other side. So not only is she working on mobilizing her shoulders, she's working on her coordination in her 80s dance moves as well. So this next one is a fan favorite in the gym because not only does it make your shoulders feel better, but it does so without making it look goofy in front of your friends. So now, Angie's gonna show you the Broomstick Dislocate. Go ahead, Ange. So she's going up and over here. As she comes up over her head, she's squeezing her shoulder blades together, just like we talked about in the first part of the video. She's acting like she's trying to pull that broomstick apart. So here's the key. Don't force any range of motion here. Just make sure you can maintain some nice straight elbows and that nothing hurts or clicks as you do this. To make it easier to access the range of motion, you would hold a wider grip. As you gain more and more mobility, you'll be able to bring your hands in narrower on the broomstick, which is going to challenge your mobility even more. Cool thing about these shoulder mobility drills is that not only do they keep you safe in the gym, but they feel really good too. There's a noticeable difference in the tension in your neck and upper back that all of us seem to have from being stressed out all the time. So it's not like that boring homework that you feel like you have to do, but as you get used to them, you're actually going to enjoy doing them, and it's going to perpetuate you doing them even more and therefore having even healthier shoulders.
For more information or videos just like this one, subscribe to our YouTube channel, check us out on Facebook, or visit us at experityfs.com.